Hi, this is Arjun, printing for Kids First, and today I'll be reviewing Captain Marvel. This is a solid, if flawed, entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has just been long-running for 19 movies and picking up the steam from Infinity War. A talented cast and a savvy direction definitely do make for a crowd pleaser, and any superhero fan must watch this as the hype for Avengers Endgame arises. The story follows Carol Danvers as she becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes. Set in the 90s, this adventure follows her struggle to regain her past as one mysterious incident created her powers. But amidst this, a galactic war arises from the Kree, between the Kree, her brethren, and the Skrulls, shape-shifting fugitives. As Carol remains the only one powerful enough to end the war. This war takes to Earth, with S.H.I.E.L.D. and its adolescents investigating. With this, Carol must team up with none other than a novice Nick Fury as the two investigate all sides to the war. Brie Larson as Carol Danvers did in fact surprise me, as I did not get the best impression about her character from the trailers, as it just kind of portrayed her as some hardened, emotionless being, but she is much more than that. In fact, she's very sassy and witty in a way like Tony Stark, and she effectively humanizes the character with their relatable struggles. Sure, she is stoic and hardened to some extent, but she does everything she needs to, as audiences need to be sold on her importance in not just the Avengers Endgame roster, but the whole of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's exactly what we get. She's easily my favorite character. Of course, we can't forget about Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, who is just absolutely incredible, even if certain character decisions regarding him were very questionable, with one reveal being just plain stupid. Despite this, there are still some good reveals, and the dynamic between him and Danvers is just one of the movie's best, with a buddy cop feel to it, and it's just investing to watch a younger, more inexperienced Fury, with certain nods to his future being a neat addition. Same goes with Gregg as Phil Coulson. It's just always a welcome surprise to see the simpler days of these two. Ben Mendelsohn as Talos gives it his all as the Skrull leader, being a formidable foe, but he is all the more charismatic for this. As twists and turns reveal themselves, he and his race become a sympathetic asset, and their kind is just one of the most intriguing in the MCU roster. Shapeshifting is a cool gimmick. Last but not least, Jude Law as Jan Rog is interesting with his mentorship of Carol, and the twist regarding his character add for an emotional edge. While I was impressed with areas of the direction in this movie from the wonderful Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, it could have taken a more stylistic approach of something like Thor Ragnarok. Every scene is well produced and just intricate, but the style and vision is just sometimes lost among the craft. But still, it is an overall solid direction, just not quite on the level of something like Thor Ragnarok, like I mentioned before. The special effects, of course, are mostly unstandard, but the de-aging effects for Samuel L. Jackson and Gregg just rise far above that standard. They don't look fake, and all expressions are truly natural. We are just truly in the future of seamless CGI. And of course, my favorite scene is, of course, the scene where Danvers truly becomes Captain Marvel, unleashing her full power amongst an enemy crew. The music, the special effects, just everything about the scene is on point. The movie also has a great message in never giving up, as Danvers is a great example of this, taking several hits and being questioned about her powers from the face of enemies. But she always rises up and never gives up. But due to some of the flaws I mentioned above, I do have to give this movie a 4 out of 5 stars, but it is still a must-watch for any superhero fan out there. And the age range would be from a 10 to 18 due to some intense violence and language. This is Arjun printing for Kids First. Thanks for watching.